A quick dive into AUD structure, and we want to see this is a weekly time frame. We're looking for break of structure, we're looking for demand floor, we're looking for supply roof. So from price action in 2019, we can find some interesting structure in 2019. We trade back to get a detailed analysis, especially when you are hunting for trend angle. You want to know the angle of trend. Every trend has an angle. I'm interested in a price action here on weekly. You can see a support structure here at this level. You can see a tiny rejection candle on weekly, and you can see another structure on weekly, another tiny rejection candle on a weekly time frame, another one here, and price broke a structure from here. There is a support structure here, a break of a support structure, price pull down, and we can technically catch that falling idea from, we have a wick here, a rejection candle, support structure. We have another structure, support structure. If we connect the two structures, we catch that falling weekly candle, support structure, catch that weekly candle accurately, catch it accurately. But we have here a resistance structure, a break of a resistance structure. This is a retest candle. So whichever way you want to deal with it, whichever way you want to deal with it, if we see it that way, you can see this is a resistance structure. When price came here, respected, reinforcing a descending trend line, and price came down and rejected it. A very strong rejection candle. AJ is fond of heavy rejection. AJ is really fond of heavy rejection. Very massive rejection candle for AJ. So it's always good to use a more detailed analytical approach in order not to be cut off by such heavy rejection. Can you see resistance to upswing? Price create a resistance structure here and form the double bottom structure on its way up on weekly time frame. Show the resistance at this level. We take note the two resistance structure forms a descending trend line, which will become an area of value in the future. This is around this is 2017. So we are trading back to get some data to see what the future looks like for AJ. AJ is bullish. So on technical, you look for a buying idea, but always take note that the Bank of Japan, BOJ, at any time can sweep off gain, every gain from the upside. BOJ is fond of changing policies at a very odd hour, which sometimes change AJ trade dynamics. So it's very important to understand the structure and play around the structure. And we have another ascending trend line from 2016. I will label it black. Let's give it a black color. So just like the heart of some men are black, so let's label it black. So we expect price action at this level. So we expect price action at this level. This is from 2016 price action. So we look back 2016 to draw data and quickly rush into current time frame. So we see you have a structure here, support support structure, break of a support structure becomes resistance, putting price on supply, demand, price return on supply. So we're gonna label it demand floor, and we're gonna have a supply roof. So we have another structure which is also important. So we have here supply roof. So we transition from demand floor to supply roof. We have first level here as an SR, support become resistance and break of structure. And we have ROS level, resistance becomes support and break of structure. So we have here as a SR, we have here also as an SR. So we have here as an SR. After establishing a 3 SR level in ascending manner, we can call it a supply roof. A supply, that's a demand floor. So we call it a demand floor. 3 successive attempts in ascending manner becomes our demand floor. So if the structure is broken, it becomes a supply roof, which we can also call an ROS and also a retest candle. After price establishing a psychological ascending trend line, so we can call that ROT. ROT is retest candle. A retest candle also, the resistance becomes support and break of structure, also a supply roof. So demand floor broken turns a supply roof, and our supply roof have gone on to replicate its behavior in 2021 and in 20 till close of 2021. It remained a supply roof where institutions stay to wipe out every buy idea. So a lot of times people do not understand weekly time frame. Weekly time frame gives you a clear directional bias as a long-term direction of trend, and also allows you to see where demand and supply lies. You can see from 2016 we established a structure, a support structure in 2016. We had 3 support structures creating an ascending trend line, which automatically becomes our demand floor. A break of the structure switches a demand floor to a supply roof, which became a retest, and also a resistance becomes support and break of structure. We had a retest 2 times to the level, playing a supply roof in 2021, supply roof in 2019. The entire of 2021 retained this ascending trend line as a supply roof, and price broke out from the structure in 2022. The structure was broken, a supply roof on a weekly time frame, holding a very strong bias. So when that happened, we like to take note of this. This is a very serious business. So when price broke out, and let's be very specific, evidence is everything. This is the candle that broke out from the supply roof. So when price broke out, it returned on retest. So price now returned on demand. So returning to the demand floor did exactly what was expected. It's on the demand floor and also as a retest candle sitting on a support resistance structure in ascending manner. So we expect the price action when price return it upheld price, a foundation for uptick. and the price made its way before breaking the support structure to return to a long-term ascending trend line from the downside, which doubles as a demand floor. On this place, we want to change the color to let's change the color to something blue. Let's change it blue is okay. So we change the color to blue. So from the downside, we have a demand floor. This demand floor is critical to price. So every time price returns to this level, it's always a buy. So we take note of it, and when price try to breach this, there are a lot of buy orders on the ascending trend line where price is sitting waiting for trigger, and it didn't disappoint. When price returned, buyers did what was expected based on the trend. So AJ remains bullish. AJ remains bullish. So it picked liquidity from the downside, which I also have to label it as a demand floor, an ascending demand floor, acting as a support structure to keep upswing intact. We are looking for violation. Once the structure is violated, we change our bias. So at the moment, AJ is in demand. It's in demand, demand phase, demand floor. You can see series of demand. So every time price makes its way on the ascending trend line, it ends up as a massive buy. And the last time we kissed the floor was in 2023. 2023 was the last kiss, which doubles as a as a double confluence. We had a double confluence, and that double confluence is we can also trace back to see where the double confluence came from. The double confluence, when we look back in 2016, 2017, we had a structure, we had a support structure, a break of a support structure. Price respected it, and respected the broken support structure, and tried to pull down, and also got rejected. So when price returned back, respected again on the support structure, played around, broke out officially in 2018, forming a horizontal support resistance structure. This becomes an important psychological level in AJ. This important psychological level started from 2018 after price made a very beautiful structure. So we had this horizontal support resistance structure playing a pivotal role. So when price returned on retest, respected it. Now we came to supply roof. Price returned to supply roof, a psychological supply roof. And when we return in the month of 2021, it retained its title as supply roof. We return again in 2021, also a supply roof, and the supply roof was broken and price returned on demand. So a broken supply roof becomes a demand floor. It's interchangeable. So when price came here, that's the final uptick. And here we had a double confluence because we also have an ascending trend line acting as a demand floor. So technically, AJ will continue to hold a bullish idea on a demand floor from two phases, from the break of a resistance structure, a previous supply roof, now turned to a demand floor, and price trading on ascending trend line, which has retained its title as demand floor in ascending manner. And when price came close to try to bridge it on weekly, it got rejected, showing that this is psychological level to be respected, holding a very strong price action, keeping buyers intact. And as to why we got rejected at this level, it's not a fake out, it's not a fake move in the market. Everything is well structured. We are going to do a little cross examination. If we clone the floor, which is the demand floor, we want to clone the demand floor and place it on the high swing, on the current swing, because we are looking at price tapping into higher high, higher low. So the price had created a new higher high before tapping into a higher low. So we want to see the next wave in an ascending channel. This is a channel, remember? So as long as the channel remains an ascending channel, we want to see the roof. Why are we interested in the roof? To make it our new supply zone. So we are looking for a supply roof. And if you clone it and put it in a previous high, it becomes our new supply roof, where price has always respected. For every time price comes at this level, it shows a significant drop down. So the structure has left on a sell. This is how institution, hedge funds approach the market. They approach the market from the perspective of demand and supply. And if you are not approaching market on demand and supply perspective, you're going to make a whole lot of mistake. So when you approach the market on demand and supply, you become a long-term successful and accurate financial analyst. So all we do here is to analyze the market using the structure of the markets, and we do it in a more detailed manner, taking recognizance of every break of structure. We are looking at demand floor or looking at supply roof and see how these things play out and pair it with price actions and data looking back. So this is very important at the level, and for now I think AJ have no good trade. I know it's something disheartening to say. Nobody wants to hear it, but based on the structure of the market, there is no trade for AJ. The reason is because the price is halfway. Institutions do not trade. They don't trade halfway. They allow price to return either to the supply roof or to the demand floor. If price is not at the supply roof, they are not selling. If price is not at the demand floor, they are not buying. So right now, price at the middle. Very critical, very confusing to be in the middle. You can't be in the middle in anything in the life. It's either you're at the top or you're at the bottom. That's the strategy. So at the moment, we have to allow price to upswing. Let us see if we can bridge over 80% of the last bearish impulse. Then you begin to look for a buy to a sell idea. But for now, AJ, it's not aligning. AJ is not aligning at the moment. But let's see if we can force our way into a current situation and see if we have a chance based on trigger finger that have refused to rest. I know it's going to be a little bit disturbing to hear there is no opportunity, but we look at the structure. So we have a structure, a triple top structure, a bearish price action, first touch, second touch, third touch. In the month of 2017, price created triple top. When we have a triple top is a bearish price action indicating a drop in price. After price create a pattern and fail to break a resistance structure, it becomes a supply roof indicating that sellers are in charge of the market, and within a short time they execute a massive sell order. So if we take this into account and see how the price action has played out, then we will know if we are going to have a swing or not, and also use it as a litmus test if price invalidates the structure. So for here we have a very beautiful triple top before the massive bearish drop from 2017. Price pulled down actively in also in a descending channel. You can see the descending channel and the breaker from a descending channel. Just like we said, the strategy is based on break and retest, especially when we spot our SR level. If we spot our SR level and our RS level, we look at it and apply daily candle rule and see if the price action align or not. So if you look back in 2017, way down into 2020, beautiful price action, a descending trend line. Look at our roof, look at our floor. This is our demand floor, this is our supply roof. The strategy is the same. It doesn't matter how long, but the strategy will always be the same. So we have here a beautiful floor, we have here a beautiful roof. The roof has always acted as resistance to impulse, and price broke out from the roof and retested, voila. And so this is the structure for AJ. It's making sense right now. So to the upside, we have a top supply roof. So this becomes a new top supply roof after price forming a triple top, which further pull price on a bearish trend. Ladies and gentlemen, from the roof, AJ is showing that price is on supply. AJ is on supply.